I've said it before and I'll say it again. Kids should be in charge of naming everything. They should be the marketers of the universe. Putting the kids to bed last night, and as you know, the last thing I ask them every single night is what was the best part of your day. Last night I decided, you know what, I'm gonna mix it up because next week is spring break, and so I asked them, what are you most excited for during spring break? My 5-year-old is just about to fall asleep. He says, I'm most excited for meningitis. I'm sorry, what now? You heard me. Meningitis. I said, no, I heard you. I just don't believe that could possibly be what you said. First of all, how do you know what meningitis is? Second of all, you would be the first person in the entire history of the world to say, I'm most excited for meningitis. So I couldn't even tell you what meningitis is. I know I've WebMD'd it before when I thought I probably had it, so that it is not something to just be like, spring break time. Let's all go get the meningitis. Like, meningitis. It's just meningitis. We had it last week. Meningitis. Clarify for those of you watching at home, we did not have it last week. As many of you know, usually when this happens, I'm able to go get my 7-year-old, my Mason translator. Of course, Riley was at one of her 1,000 activities, so she couldn't be my Mason translator. And so we went back and forth for, I don't know, I'd say at least 21 and a half minutes, give or take 12 seconds, trying to figure out what meningitis is. At one point, he was even like, can you pull it up on your phone? Just pull up meningitis on your phone. It's like, I could do that, but I don't really want to be in that algorithm. You know what I mean? Finally, after ping-ponging back and forth for all this time with the word meningitis, finally Riley comes home. Susanna's walking her upstairs and was like, okay, you need to go get ready for bed. And I was like, no, you don't. Hang on. First stop, get in here. Do not pass go. Do not collect meningitis. Come on. And Mason was like, Riley, meningitis next week for spring break. Meningitis. Riley sort of takes a couple seconds, looks at him and goes, what color was it? And he says, white, but with brown. And light brown. And Riley goes, I got you, Mason. And she looks at me and says, it's Ben & Jerry's, Dad. Ben & Jerry's. And I remember that last year on spring break, his favorite part was getting Ben & Jerry's ice cream, chunky monkey flavor, which is white and brown and light brown. Not meningitis. Ben & Jerry's.